Hi guys, want to enjoy one of our $50 prizes every month? Simply subscribe to our social media channels, tag your friends, and enjoy the content. Get boxing.
Make some noise for
Hi, it's Andy here from Fighters Talk TV with the WBA World Bantamweight Champion Nina Hughes. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. We just had a little watch. You get a bit of practice in, a bit of warming up, just on a spare bit of an hour.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you're training for?
Yeah, we're looking at a few options, and hopefully, yeah, we'll have some fight news soon.
Excellent, excellent. So, who in an ideal world would it be?
Obviously, my next, if I had a pick, I'd like to fight Yoshida next. She's got the other belt that I've been chasing for a long time. It's now changed hands, and yeah, it's all about getting that IBF belt.
Well, that's it, and obviously we know about what happened with her and Ebony, a convincing win for Yoshida in that fight. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. Very strange that she hasn't taken the rematch. Yeah,
I mean, I think it was probably so one-sided that it's probably a pointless rematch. Is it a fight that people want to see again? Probably not. So it probably makes sense for her to go back and yeah, get another fight in first before she thinks about doing what she's doing next.
So when we last spoke, the idea was to unify the belts and then eventually become undisputed. And, and obviously last year you only had one fight, which obviously you wouldn't have wanted. You would have wanted what happened the previous year with 5.
Yeah.
So is that very much still the target?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, my whole goal now is to become UNIFY champion and then undisputed. There's 2 people. Now it's changed hands. It's Yoshida and then Dina Thorsland. Dina's already got 2 belts. I know she wants to fight, but I want to go into that fight with 2 belts myself. So I want to get the IBF one first and then go into that. So it's a big undisputed fight.
So if there was an option to go to that fight next, let's say it comes to the table, everything was right, the correct circumstances and whatnot, would you consider that fight, or would you still want to go take the IBF and then go?
No, definitely. Of course I consider the fight. Obviously, yeah, if everything's put on the table and it's a good offer, of course, at the end of the day, I want to fight the best to see if I can be the best. I'm just saying, in an ideal world, I'd like the IBF first, but if that can't happen, then of course I'm more than willing to go for. She's got 2 or 3 belts, including the Ring magazine, so it'd be a great fight.
Absolutely. So obviously we're not going to publish this for a few days, and we know some bits and pieces that we're going to reveal in a couple of days. But there's been a lot of changes in you from behind the scenes. Yep. Obviously, not so much here at the Newlands gym, but everything to do with the management. Do you want to tell the people at home what that is? Obviously, this won't go out without.
Hi guys, a massive shout out to our channel supporters, Cornbread Hemp. Many thanks for joining the channel. And if you want to save 30% on your first hemp order, then simply put in FTTV30 and that will save you 30% on your first order. Available across all the United States.
Yeah, obviously I've decided to change managers. I'm working with Leon Sudbury now from Takeover Sports. Yeah, I just felt like I just needed a change. I'd been inactive now for like 8 months. Nothing was happening. I felt like things were a little bit stale, and I just felt like fresh start, new face. Hopefully that'll make things happen. And yeah, I've got a really good relationship with Leon. We work really well together, so he's got me a good deal, and I'm looking forward to the year.
And can we reveal to the folks at home what that deal is?
So yeah, I've just signed a promotional deal with Lou DeBella, and yeah, so there's looking like big fights on the horizon.
And it's a good deal as well, isn't it? I mean, we were talking earlier, I won't obviously talk numbers, but a 5-fight deal. Yeah,
so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be exciting. Hopefully an exciting year this year to make up for last year.
and a lot of global travel may come involved with it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm willing to go everywhere. I went to Dubai as the underdog. Yeah, it's about, all I want is the big fights that people want to see on the big card. So that's what we're aiming for.
And to leave your mark in women's boxing. Yeah,
definitely.
Not just here in Essex either. So, I mean, the folks at home don't actually know, but, you know, as part of your daily routine, what is Nina's daily routine? I mean, from the home life to the boxing life and to everything else. I mean, what would you say your
My daily routine? Very busy. So I'm up early, take the kids to school, come back log on to my computer at home, work until lunchtime, come here, train on my lunch break, go home, finish my working day, and then I'm running or doing my strength and conditioning in the evening.
I mean, it's absolute a dedicated life, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know, women's boxing's come a long, long way. Katie Taylor's had a lot to do with that. Chantel Cameron and all the undisputed and champions before that, of which you are one. You know, leaving such a great legacy and a role model for young girls coming through today. Do you often get sort of spoken to by lots of young girls wanting to get in the sport? And what advice would you give to them? Yeah,
just keep pursuing, never give up. I think I've had a lot of obstacles get in my way, and I had those dreams and I just didn't give up. And I achieved my dream of becoming world champion. Now I just got to not give up and keep pursuing, see if I can become undisputed.
Well, that's it, and that's all that anyone could hope for. So, a lot of news in the States coming out today about, I know we're not really a political media company, but I just wanted to get your take on the transgender craze that may be taking America, and the new rules and stipulations to allow transgender, both male and female, to fight in the sport. The question is, would you be happy to fight someone your weight? And I think, you know, the equivalent is is it a Sonny Edwards, is it, at the same weight level? I mean, this is what we're talking about here, or is it something that's like...
No, definitely not. I don't think it should be allowed. Maybe they should, I don't know, create their own category, have a transgender category. I don't think it's fair. Yeah, I'm surprised they've allowed it, to be fair. Like, even in sports like sprinting and swimming, where they've seen it and they've come across as winners, but at least boxing's a dangerous sport. At the best of times, yeah, even then it's unfair, but in this circumstances, in boxing, people are going to get hurt, and if your little girl's boxing, are you going to want them fighting someone that was previously a boy? I don't think many parents, because I think in the US it's the amateur side of it that they're allowing it. And yeah, so there's kids involved as well, and yeah, I don't think it's the right thing. No, you know, I'm not. As a company, we're all for everyone being what they are, but you've got to compete on a fair. Yeah, it's just got to be a fair level, and at the end of the day, boys are naturally stronger than girls, so it's not a fair playing field.
No, absolutely. So, looking forward to the future, then we've got, you know, potential fight deal, massive credence for big thank you to Lou, you know, for stepping in at a certain time. How do you see that 5 fights happening? You know, obviously you've got a mandatory, you know, that's going to be called at some point.
Yeah.
How do you see that sort of progressing? What's the 5 fights for you in your mind?
I've not looked at 5 fights far, to be honest. I'm only looking in. I don't know. Obviously, in an ideal world, I'd fight Yoshida and then Dina. That'd be 2 fights, and then you'd have to see what was there and who else is around. So much can change. So many belts can change hands in that time. So it's too far to plan that far ahead. I'm just looking and focusing on the next fight and the next 2 fights, really.
So looking at the inactivity, was there any other sort of thoughts and feelings between you and your coach? Do we step up or cut down? You know, put on weight, drop weight to go for belts in other divisions? Yeah,
I mean, we was happy to go up or down, wherever the offer is. But obviously, unfortunately, we didn't get the opportunities. Yeah, I know bantamweight's probably my ideal weight, but if I needed to, there was opportunities to win other world titles, we can definitely go up or down.
Excellent. Well, we're going to be following you, and we know which part of the world hopefully you'll be in next. And we certainly might have to take a trip. But thanks very much for talking to us. It's Andy at Fighters Talk TV with the one and only Nina Hughes.
All right, thank you. Cheers.